They hunted him. Exiled him. Burned his house. He still became president. Night pressed heavily over Lagos the evening the young accountant from Mobile sealed his resignation letter. The office lights hummed softly above him as he packed his papers, the decision echoing through him with both fear and conviction. The world outside was shifting, destiny tugging him away from corporate comfort toward the brutal, unpredictable arena of Nigerian politics. Tinubu stepped out of the building a free man, free, but walking straight into the storm. Politics at the time was a crooked maze. Still, he poured in everything he had, money saved through years of disciplined work, into a movement he believed could change the country's future. Friends whispered that he was mad. Enemies hissed that he was ambitious beyond sense. But he continued, pushing, funding, strategizing, challenging the old order that fed on fear. Then came the soldiers. Democracy crumbled beneath boots and bullets. Lists were drawn. Names marked for silence, permanent silence. His was among them. The night the warning reached him, he escaped through alleys choked with darkness, heart hammering as a motorbike sputtered to life beneath him. The rider didn't speak, he only gunned the engine and shot into the Lagos night. Streets blurred behind them, Ojuelegba, Surulere, Badagry, till the whisper of danger grew faint at the Benin Republic border. From there, exile swallowed him. Europe became a hiding place, but never a home. Yet even from afar, he fought. Meetings in shadowy apartments. Calls made in coded phrases. Tinubu gathered funds for Nadiko, fueling the resistance to confront military rule. Newspaper clippings called them dissidents, the regime called them criminals. But the fire only grew stronger. One Lagos morning, a bomb tore through his Ikoyi residence, blowing apart walls but not resolve. Democracy returned years later, fragile and blinking like a child just waking. Tinubu stepped off the plane back into Lagos, the Harmattan air stinging with both hope and distrust. The people welcomed him, the system did not. As governor, he tried to rebuild Lagos brick by stubborn brick. But the federal grip tightened. Obasanjo withheld Lagos local government allocations, hoping hunger would bend him. Instead, Tinubu reorganized, resisted, improvised, refusing to buckle. The battles multiplied. Elections became war zones. Do or die, the ruling power declared, and thugs surged into the streets. But the Southwest would not bow entirely. One state fell, then another, but Lagos stood. After the storm of betrayals and broken alliances, he remained the last progressive standing in the region. Alone, but not defeated. The counterattack began quietly. Meetings across living rooms, strategies whispered in corridors, alliances built where no one expected. The map began to change. One state reclaimed, then another, until the West and part of the Midwest turned again toward progressivism. His influence stretched like the dawn across the political horizon. Then came Buhari. No one else could unlock that door for him, not the generals, not the godfathers. Only Tinubu held the key. He opened it, delivering a coalition strong enough to seize the villa. But once the gates closed, the cabal turned against him. Silence, distance, cold shoulders. His name spoken only in hushed, suspicious tones. His own protégés were sharpened and used against him in Abuja. He walked the corridors like a ghost, visible, needed, but unwanted. Then the fires came. During the chaos of NSARS, mobs targeted everything connected to him. His investments burned. His name was shouted on the streets. Rumors flew like sparks, he's in London. He's in France. Get him. Yet every night, he picked up calls from those who had set his world ablaze. I remain the Asiwaju of Lagos, he said each time, voice stead. In the east, the broadcasts were darker. IPOB voices crackled through radios urging followers toward blood and vengeance. His name was called like a target. But still he moved forward. He visited Buhari. The decision had already been made in his heart. I will run for president, he declared. The powers that be fought him with everything they had, courtroom whispers, media thunder, political ice. Those he had raised with his own hands abandoned him, afraid to stand beside a man the villa had marked. Only one loyal figure, number 4, remained steadfast, clinging to him the way Ruth clung to Naomi. At Eagle Square, knives were hidden beneath smiles. Plans wove through the camp like snakes in dry grass. But on that decisive night, their blades snapped. Tinubu emerged holding victory in both hands, the enemies within scattered by the force of his resilience. Then came the bigger storm. Naira vanished. Petrol disappeared. Campaign routes twisted with deliberate sabotage. Political foes within joined hands with foes outside the party. The whole country felt the chokehold. But he pressed on, coughing through the smoke of conspiracy until he broke through the other side. And he won. Not by luck. Not by mercy. By stubborn destiny. Now, in the thick of leadership, he moves through challenges like a man cutting vines in an old forest. Economy, policy, reform, the long battle against poverty rooted deep in Nigeria's soil. Each strike sparks noise, anger, resistance. Old enemies whisper. New ones rise. But the path carves open nonetheless. Those who hope he will fall forget the storms he already walked through. They forget the bullets he outran, the exiles he endured, the betrayals he swallowed, the fires he survived. Destiny does not bend for noise. And those who fight against a destiny this stubborn often end like Pharaoh in the Red Sea, confident one moment, swallowed the next. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this.